Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another Gaming Palooza game. Today we're reviewing a game called Growl, which was released by Taito in the arcades back in 1991. Growl was set in the early 20th century, and the players control a forest ranger who must protect the local wildfires from a group of evil poachers who are driving the animals to extinction. A home version was later released for Sega in 1991, and has since been released for PlayStation 2, Xbox, and Microsoft Windows. The players begin the game by choosing from one of 4 different forest rangers, each who's got a different health, attack, strength, and jumping. There are 4 variations of the game which can be turned by dip switch setting, a common 2-player setting which is used in most 2-player cabinets, a 4-player setting with individual coin slots for each individual, usually seen in most conversions, including the arcade one which I'm reviewing right now. You're like a crime fighter, there's a gauntlet, there's a quartet. And the game controls consist of an 8-way joystick for moving the characters and 2 action buttons where you jump and attack. The player performs a variety of different attacks, punches, kicks, and finishing blows depending on the position of the enemy. By pressing both buttons while surrounded by the enemies, the players can perform a special attack that strikes every enemy around him. Listen to that cool thing, who do you think you are? By pressing both buttons with holding the joystick upward, the player performs a longer jump. The player can procure weapons by destroying barrels and wooden crates or disarming certain enemies. There are a total of 8 different weapons which can be obtained, and 3 melee weapons, a pipe, a sword, and a whip. You also get 2 throwing weapons, knives and hand grenades, and firearms. When the machine gun and rocket launcher runs out of ammunition, there are several wielded by the player as melee weapons. The pistol, on the other hand, is thrown by the player after all its bullets are used. You can always drop your current weapon and pick up another one by pressing the attack while wielding it. If the weapon lies on the ground for a certain period, it vanishes completely. There are several stages or rounds and a bonus game for a total of 8 stages. The locations include a city, a moving train, a boat, a jungle, a cavern, a hideout on the poachers. There are 6 different types of enemies throughout the game, including the final boss who has 2 forms. There are also animals, helpers that will help out the player, and they're rescued from a creature such as an eagle, a herd, a deer, and an elephant. Let's take a look at the game here as I watch. As you see this guy just going to work and the Aftershock kicking some ass here, breaking those wooden stools as he goes through the area. Here comes some of the jerk poachers. You go up and attack them. Yeah, good button mashing, just punches and kicks, seeing what you can do, how you get around. Music seems pretty cool. You can see the train driving by in the background as you continue to kick, punch, work your way through each enemy. Gotta watch out for the guy with the whips though, I mean that can seriously hurt you. And there it is, when the whip's on the ground, as I said, he can pick it up. But, you know, time elapsed. He's going over with a pipe right now. All these weapons on the ground. There's so many different guys coming at the same time. So you gotta always watch your back, you know, when you're playing this game. So you have so many different guys that come and try to attack you at the same time. There he is using the whip now, just trying to kick some ass. Like, oh, the Aftershock con. Who's that? Oh my god, hit that girl in the background. What's that? I don't even know if she's evil or not. That girl in the business suit and heels. But Aftershock just hitting every single thing that comes in his path. What do you jerks think you're doing? What a funny little quote. Gotta defeat the evil hunters here. There's that eagle going flying around here. I don't know what that's about. Oh boy, you can see that guy's pretty beat up. There's a nice explosion. A lot of cool special effects in this game here. Just so much action at once, it's hard to commentate. You throw rocks and barrels, punches and kicks. Definitely recommend playing this game. This was just a little sample. I found it to be very entertaining. I'd recommend the game Growl, made by the arcade. Alright, I'll be back with more reviews on this a little bit. Stay tuned and subscribe to the Aftershock. And hope you enjoyed this game, Growl. As you can see, one of the quick bosses here. You always gotta be prepared to fight them. He's got tough music. He's like a... I don't know, Aftershock can get him off his feet. He picks up that huge car trying to launch it. But as long as you keep punching, kicking, and working your way, you can somehow overcome the enemy. And it looks like he died. Alright, so guys, definitely try Growl. Cool game. We'll be back with more reviews in just a little bit.